fills me in the air, it shivers cold and thin.
Echoes of the Forgotten Bride. Episode 7, Every Pearl a Memory. Perfection is a trap, the flawless lover, the ideal romance, the life without friction or flaw. We should run from perfection, because it always costs more than we know. This is the 7th echo. Chloe Bennett had never won anything in her life. Not the raffle at work, not the lottery scratch-off she bought on impulse, not even a game of bingo at her sister Maya's church fundraiser. So when her bid won the auction for the antique pearl earrings, she thought there'd been a mistake. The auctioneer smiled at her. "Congratulations, Miss Bennett, a beautiful pair for a beautiful lady. These pearls are quite special, 19th century, possibly older, family heirloom." Chloe looked at her bid card. She'd written $50 as a joke, as a placeholder while she worked up the courage to bid seriously, but no one else had bid higher. $50 for pearls that looked like they belonged in a museum. She waited for someone to laugh, to tell her it was a prank, but the auctioneer just wrapped them carefully and handed them over. "Your lucky day," the woman next to her said, though her smile didn't quite reach her eyes. "Those earrings have been at every estate sale in Haven's End for the past 10 years. No one keeps them long." "Why not?" The woman shrugged. "Bad luck, supposedly, but that's just superstition. I'm sure you'll be fine." Chloe took the earrings home to her small apartment, opened the velvet box. The pearls were stunning, perfectly round, lustrous. They seemed to glow from within, each one suspended from a delicate silver wire. She put them on just to see. They were cool against her skin, smooth, beautiful. That night she dreamed. In the dream, she was walking along the beach at sunset. The sky was painted in shades of rose and gold, and there was a man walking toward her. His face was blurred, indistinct, but his presence was overwhelming, warm, safe, right. He smiled, reached for her hand, and Chloe felt something she'd never felt before, completely loved, completely known, completely accepted. When she woke, she was crying, not sad tears, happy ones. The dream had felt more real than her actual life, more vivid, more true. She got ready for work. The pearls were still on her dresser. She put them on again. They matched her outfit, made her feel elegant, special. At lunch, she went to the coffee shop near her office. Standing in line, she felt someone behind her, turned, and froze. The man from her dream, same build, same presence. His face was clear now, handsome, kind. He had warm brown eyes and a smile that made her heart skip. "Hi, I'm Elias. I know this is forward, but I feel like I know you. Have we met before?" Chloe's mouth went dry. "I don't think so. I'm Chloe." "Chloe, that's a beautiful name. I just moved to Haven's End, starting a new job, new life, and I walk in here and see you and it's like I've been looking for you. Does that sound crazy?" "A little, but in a good way." They talked. Chloe forgot about work, forgot about everything except Elias and the way he listened, really listened, like every word she said mattered, like she mattered. He asked her to dinner. She said yes. She never said yes. She was too cautious, too worried about being hurt, but with Elias, caution felt unnecessary. The dinner was perfect. The conversation flowed. No awkward silences, no searching for topics. It was easy, natural, like they'd known each other for years. Elias walked her home, kissed her goodnight. It was gentle, sweet, everything a first kiss should be. Chloe floated upstairs, called Maya. "You're not going to believe this. I met someone, and he's perfect." Maya laughed. "Perfect? Chloe, no one's perfect. What's the catch?" "There isn't one. He's kind, he's attentive, he's interested in me, really interested." "Just be careful, okay? You have a tendency to move fast when you like someone. Take it slow." "I will, I promise." But she didn't. Within a week, Elias was spending every evening at her apartment. Within 2 weeks, he'd left clothes in her closet. Within 3 weeks, he was talking about moving in together. It should have felt too fast, should have triggered alarms, but it didn't. It felt right, destined. Chloe's life transformed. She smiled constantly, laughed more. The world had color it hadn't had before. She wore the pearl earrings every day. They'd become her lucky charm, her talisman. Maya noticed the change when they met for their weekly lunch. "You're glowing. This Elias must be special." "He is, Maya. I think I'm in love, real love, the kind you read about." Maya smiled, but there was concern in her eyes. "I'm happy for you. But Chloe, it's only been a month. You barely know him." "I feel like I've known him forever, like we were meant to find each other." "Have I met him? Can I meet him?" "Soon, I promise. We're just in our bubble right now, you understand." Maya nodded, but the concern didn't. "Leave her face, just don't lose yourself, okay? You're still you, don't disappear into a relationship." "I won't." But she was, slowly, in ways she didn't notice. She forgot her mother's birthday. She'd never forgotten before. When Maya called to remind her, Chloe was confused. "That's this week. I thought it was next month." "It's today. Chloe, are you okay? You've been forgetting a lot of things lately." "I'm fine, just distracted. Happy distracted." "When was the last time you went to work?" Chloe blinked. "Yesterday, obviously." "Chloe, it's Thursday. You didn't come in Monday or Tuesday. They called me because they couldn't reach you. They're worried." "That can't be right. I remember going to work. I remember the morning meeting, the reports." But even as she said it, the memories felt thin, uncertain, like dreams she was trying to hold on to. "I'll call them, sort it out. I'm fine, Maya, really." After they hung up, Chloe sat very still, tried to remember. The past few weeks, days blurred together. She remembered Elias. Every moment with him was crystal clear, but everything else, work, friends, routine, it was hazy, indistinct. She looked at herself in the mirror. She looked different, softer, vaguer, like a watercolor version of herself, and the pearls. The earrings glowed against her skin, brighter than before. She reached up to take them off, but Elias walked in, put his arms around her from behind. "Don't, they look beautiful on you. You look beautiful, perfect." His reflection in the mirror smiled, and for a moment Chloe thought his smile was too wide, too many teeth, but when she blinked it was normal, gentle, loving. That night she tried to remember her childhood home's address. Couldn't. Tried to remember her best friend from college's name. Couldn't. Tried to remember her own favorite song. Couldn't. Panic set in. She shook Elias awake. "Something's wrong. I'm forgetting things, important things." Elias pulled her close. "You're just stressed. Work pressure. Life pressure. Let it go. You don't need those old things, old memories. You have me now. We have us. That's all that matters." And when he said it, it sounded true, reasonable. Why hold on to the past when the present was so perfect? But in the morning, she couldn't remember how to drive to her sister's house. The route she'd driven 1,000 times was just gone. Maya came to her instead, let herself in with the spare key, found Chloe sitting on the couch, staring at nothing, the pearls gleaming at her ears. "Chloe." Chloe turned, smiled. It was a beautiful smile. Serene, empty. "Hi, do I know you?" Maya's heart dropped. "It's me. Maya, your sister. We had lunch last week. Don't you remember?" "Sister, yes, I think I have a sister. You're pretty. Are we friends?" "Oh God, Chloe, what's happening to you?" "Nothing's happening. I'm happy. I have Elias. He takes care of me. He loves me. That's all I need." "Where is Elias?" "He went to get groceries. He'll be back soon. He's always back soon. He never leaves for long." Maya looked around the apartment. It was different, cleaner, emptier. Personal items were missing, photos, books, the clutter of a lived life, all gone, like Chloe was being erased. And the pearls, Maya's eyes fixed on them, they seemed to pulse, slightly, in rhythm with Chloe's heartbeat. "Where did you get those earrings?" Chloe touched them, protective. "An auction, I won them. They're special. Elias says I should never take them off." "Take them off right now." No, they're mine, he gave them to me. Well, I had them first, but he says they suit me, says they make me perfect. Chloe, please let me see them. Maya reached out, Chloe flinched back, her eyes flashed. Angry, possessive, mine, they're mine. It was the first real emotion Maya had seen in her face. Everything else had been smooth, pleasant, empty, but the possessiveness was real, raw. Maya backed off. Okay, I'm sorry, I won't touch them. She left, went straight to the library, Havens and Historical Society. If the earrings had been at every estate sale for 10 years, someone would know their history. Mrs. Chen, the librarian, remembered them immediately. Oh, the siren's pearls. Yes, beautiful things, cursed things. Cursed how? The story goes they were created by a lonely sea spirit, a siren who watched humans fall in love and longed for that connection. She couldn't leave the water, couldn't have what they had, so she wept. Her tears crystallized into pearls, and she imbued them with magic. What kind of magic? They grant the wearer their perfect lover. The person shows up, exactly as desired, attentive, loving, ideal, but there's a price. The pearls feed on memories, on identity. The wearer forgets who they were, forgets everything except the lover. Eventually, there's nothing left, just an empty vessel. And the lover, who isn't real, just a construct made from the wearer's desires, he fades too when there's nothing left to sustain him. How do you bria? The wearer has to remove the earrings willingly, but the longer they're worn, the harder that becomes. The wearer doesn't want to remove them, doesn't want to lose the perfect love, even if it's killing them. What if someone else removes them? The legends aren't clear. Some say it works. Some say it makes things worse. The lover becomes violent, protective. He's sustained by the wearer's life force. He won't give it up easily. Maya drove back to Chloe's apartment. Fast, too fast. She had to try, had to save her sister before there was nothing left to save. She used her key, walked in, found Elias sitting beside Chloe. They were holding hands, both smiling, but Chloe's eyes were glazed, distant. Elias looked up, his face was pleasant, but his eyes were cold. You shouldn't be here. Chloe and I need our privacy. I'm not leaving without my sister. Your sister is happy, happier than she's ever been. Why would you want to take that away? Because it's not real. You're not real. You're killing her. Elias stood. He was taller than Maya remembered. Broader, more solid. I'm as real as her love for me, as real as her need. You think she was happy before, lonely, desperate for connection. I gave her what she wanted, what she needed. By erasing who she is. She doesn't need who she was, she needs who she's becoming. Perfect, content, mine. Maya lunged for Chloe, tried to grab the earrings. Elias was faster, stronger. He grabbed Maya's wrist. His grip was ice cold, inhuman. Don't touch them, don't touch her. She's mine, she chose this. She put on the pearls, she wanted me. You can't take that away. Chloe, please, it's Maya, your sister. Remember our childhood. Remember Mom. Remember the treehouse we built. Remember your dreams. You wanted to be a teacher. You wanted to help children. You wanted a life, not this, not emptiness. Chloe's face flickered, uncertain. I don't remember what I wanted. Yes, you do. Fight it, remember. Elias' face contorted. Desperate, angry. No, don't listen to her. She's trying to take you from me, to make you alone again. Unhappy again. You love me. Tell her you love me. I love you. I think I love you. But I don't know why. I don't know anything anymore. Tears ran down Chloe's face. Real tears. Real emotion breaking through the fog. That's it. Feel it. Feel something that's yours. Not his. Yours. Elias grabbed Chloe, pulled her close. You can't leave me. If you take off the earrings, I'll disappear. I'll be nothing. I'll cease to exist. Please, please don't. And there was real fear in his voice. Real pain, because he was a construct, a dream made flesh, and he knew what he was, knew he wasn't real, and the terror of non-existence was genuine. Chloe looked at him, at Maya, at the apartment that felt less like a home and more like a beautiful cage. Her hands shook as she reached for her ears, touched the pearls. If I take them off, I lose you. Elias nodded, unable to lie. Yes. And if I keep them on, I lose me. Well, yes. Chloe closed her eyes. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. You feel real to me, but Maya's right, you're not, and I can't trade myself for a fantasy, no matter how beautiful. She pulled the earrings off. Elias screamed, a sound of agony and dissolution. His form flickered, became translucent, became water, became light. His hand reached for Chloe one last time. Please, I loved you, in my way, as much as I could, remember me. I will, I promise I will. Then he was gone, evaporated, never existed. The apartment was suddenly colder, emptier, and Chloe collapsed. Maya caught her, held her while she sobbed, not for Elias specifically, but for the loss, for the dream, for the perfect thing that couldn't be real. Over the next weeks, Chloe's memories returned, slowly, painfully, like pieces of a puzzle sliding back into place. She remembered her childhood, her dreams, her life. But there were gaps, things that didn't come back. The pearls had taken something permanent, a price paid for the perfect illusion. Maya stayed close, helped her rebuild, reminded her who she was. You're strong, you're smart, you're worthy of love, real love, not some constructed fantasy. But what if I can't find it? What if I'm too broken now? You're not broken, you're human, and humans are messy and complicated and imperfect. That's not a flaw, that's what makes real connection possible. Chloe looked at the pearls. She'd kept them, locked in a box. She knew she should destroy them, return them to the sea, but part of her couldn't let go. They represented something, a time when everything was simple, perfect, painless. Maya saw her looking. You're thinking about putting them back on. Sometimes, when things are hard, when I'm lonely, I think about it. Don't, please, I can't lose you again. I won't, I promise, because I learned something. Perfection isn't love, it's prison. And I'd rather be lonely and real than perfectly empty. She took the pearls to the beach, the same beach where Elias had first appeared in her dream, where the fantasy had started. She threw them as far as she could, watched them arc through the air, disappear into the waves. Maybe they'd find their way to the siren who made them. Maybe they'd trap someone else. Or maybe, just maybe, they'd dissolve, release their magic back to the sea, stop claiming lives. Chloe didn't know, but she knew she was free. Imperfect, incomplete, but free. And freedom, she was learning, was better than any dream. Maya drove her home, not to the empty apartment, but to Maya's house, where family was, where memories were shared, where love was complicated and real and worth fighting for. Chloe stayed there for months, rebuilding, healing, learning to trust herself again, learning that being alone wasn't the worst thing, being empty was. Eventually, she moved back out, got her job back, started living again. She dated slowly, carefully, men who were flawed and real and sometimes annoying, men who forgot anniversaries, who had bad habits, who argued with her about directions. Men who were human. And one day she met someone, not perfect, not ideal, but kind, real, someone who saw her flaws and liked her anyway, someone who challenged her, made her laugh, made her think. His name was Marcus. He was a teacher. He loved terrible puns. He was terrified of spiders. He snored. He was wonderful. On their 6th date, Chloe told him the story, about the pearls, about Elias, about losing herself. Marcus listened, didn't judge, just nodded. That must have been terrifying. It was, but it taught me something. I don't want perfect, I want real. Good, because I'm definitely not perfect. I leave dishes in the sink. I'm terrible at remembering birthdays. I have student loan debt that'll take decades to pay off. Chloe smiled. I can work with that. They built something, slowly, a relationship based on truth, on acceptance, on choosing each other, not because they were perfect, but because they were real. And sometimes, late at night, Chloe thought about Elias, about the dream lover who'd almost consumed her. She didn't hate him, couldn't. He'd been a reflection of her own desperate need, her own loneliness. But she didn't want him back, didn't want perfection. She wanted Marcus, flawed, real, present. She wanted life, not fantasy. The sea remembers every dream, every desperate wish, every lonely prayer, and sometimes it answers, but its answers are never what they seem. The only real magic is the kind we make ourselves. Messy, imperfect, gloriously, painfully, beautifully real. This has been Echoes of the Forgotten Bride, Episode 7, Every Pearl a Memory. Join us next time for Episode 8, The Bridegroom's Cove. Until then, remember that perfection is a trap, and the most beautiful love is the one that sees your flaws and chooses you anyway.
Shadows in the